Good evening to you all, and thank you very much for joining us here on Rwanda Television News tonight. We hope that you had yourselves a very productive Thursday. Now here's a sneak peek at our edition tonight. On Thursday in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, Prime Minister Dr. Edouard Ngirente attended the Economic Development Assembly organized by Global Citizen and Bridgewater Associates in partnership with the government of Côte d'Ivoire. The Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has held a virtual special briefing on Mpox and other health emergencies that included the participation of Rwanda's Minister of Health, who provided an update on the country's efforts to contain and eventually stop the spread of the Marburg virus disease. We are glad to have you in company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali, and my name is Martina Abera. Kicking things off, let us inform you that on Thursday in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, Prime Minister Dr. Edouard Ngirente attended the Economic Development Assembly organized by Global Citizen and Bridgewater Associates in partnership with the government of Côte d'Ivoire. The Prime Minister took part in a presidential panel that discussed the importance of mobilizing more resources to support the World Bank's 21st replenishment of the International Development Association.
What we have done in Rwanda is we have been partnering with World Bank through AIDA window, and we have achieved a lot with them. But the good thing with AIDA, as we always say and we know, is that the concessionality of AIDA, that's something very good, very impactful for us, for developing countries. It's a concessional financing. Number two is that AIDA programs, they always try, World Bank always tries to be to fit in our national programs, which means we have our national programs, but World Bank comes in and funds those programs. They don't initiate something new, but they come and fit in our national program. That's something very positive. So what we have done with AIDA money, we have been investing together with World Bank in different sectors. The first one being energy sector, because we knew that with energy, you can have an impact on other different sectors, be it social sector or economic production. So there is that figure everyone knows, maybe most of you know about the electricity connectivity in Rwanda, which was at a rate of 6% in 2009, and now have reached 78% today of connected household to electricity. And now we have connected household, but also we have connected industries and other public buildings. So that's something which has a very positive impact. I've seen it because with electricity, you can see the poverty reduction because some activities which generate revenue for people have been initiated in different parts of the country. Number two, in terms of investment from AIDA, is the human capital development. With AIDA money, the government of Rwanda has been investing heavily in education at all levels, from the child programs to higher learning institutions. And the most recent project we had with World Bank was a project because we wanted to reduce the distance between homes and schools, because our kids were doing a lot of, a long distance to go to school. And we used to have also suffer from overcrowding in the schools. And we had that big project it was a 200 million project, but we were able to build 22,000 classrooms over 9 months with AIDA money. And that means it's not only money, but also there's that good cooperation between the government of Rwanda and the World Bank. Funding has a big impact in our countries, and we want to have a strong AIDA 21 replenishment. I thank you so much.
Moving on to matters of health, the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has held a virtual special briefing on Mpox and other health emergencies that include the participation of Rwanda's Minister of Health, who provided an update on the country's efforts to contain and eventually stop the spread of the Marburg virus disease.
So we met last time. We gave you the updates on where we are today. But I want to give you the latest updates that since the outbreak was declared in Rwanda on 27th of September, we immediately put together all the efforts to respond and to stop this outbreak before it spreads to other places. So I would say that we're making progress. Of course, there are positive cases that were identified, treated, and there are contacts as well. So as of today, we've had up to 58 confirmed cases of Marburg virus disease. Unfortunately, we lost 13 people, and we had also 12 people who recovered from this disease, which is good news. So we estimate a calculated case fatality rate of about 22%, and we want to keep this as low as possible. But at the same time, also stopping the new transmissions. That's why intensifying testing is a key strategy. With contact tracing, but also ensuring that the community, the population is aware. We've conducted more than 2,700 tests. We're close to 3,000 tests. These are generally everyone presenting symptoms suggestive to Marburg, but these also include contacts of cases that were tested at different times. We've also used different therapeutics, and we also appreciate the partners who have helped, who has contributed to these efforts, including the antivirus we received in partnership with Africa CDC, with Gilead. We've had monoclonal antibodies with our colleagues and partners in the United States. We've also started to vaccinate most at-risk groups.
The Africa CDC has commended Rwanda's efforts to fight the spread of the virus, expressing confidence that the efforts to halt the illness will be successful.
We want to thank Rwanda. Let me add what I saw in Rwanda. It's almost zero risk. I say almost because we cannot say 100% sure, but I can say at 95% sure there is zero risk for Rwanda to spread the disease out of Rwanda. What I saw, the mechanism they put in place, even the call center that they have, bringing all services together, army, police, ambulance, hospitals, everyone, even the traffic control, the road traffic control, everyone is sitting in one room. And when they have a call, they can locate an ambulance anywhere in the country, not in Kigali, in the country. And they can deploy personnel on timely mode. And the mechanism they put in place, even to follow the contact, no contact can fly out of Rwanda. And this is amazing because they are monitoring this contact on daily basis. And I want also to say, Rwanda is applying transparency for this outbreak. And when a country is applying transparency, the country cannot be punished. We believe that all of our partners, all of our Western countries, and you saw the statement from Africa CDC, supported also by WHO, to say the travel ban cannot be applied, especially for a country doing more than what the world is doing to control outbreaks. And I have also to say that the outbreak in Rwanda is controlled. Yesterday, I was amazed to receive the report for the day there was 0 new case, 0 death. It means we are expecting to see Rwanda out of this outbreak very soon.
Improved cooperation between the private sector and the governments of African countries is crucial for accelerating the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area agreements, as it was reiterated by various participants of the second CFTA Business Forum, Biashara 2024. We have more of this report from Adam Squizera.
Gloria Kamanzi Wizera, a local entrepreneur exporting goods from Rwanda, was one to trade within the ACFTA right after the signing of its agreements, and she finds how crucial it is to the development of the continental market, notably for Rwandans.
Rwandans are aware of this FCTA, not many. We have to sensitize how this FCTA will benefit us. Is that of benefits because it's bringing us to work with other African countries, but again making sure that our products reach to other countries with discounted tax rates. And again, it's coming with other type of benefits that people are not aware of. So which means we need to really start working on it. The government has done its part and is still doing its part, but the big part is on our side. We need to educate ourselves about FCTA. We need to know how it can be implemented. What I know is that Rwanda Revenue Authority has already started delivering certificate of origin under FCTA. We already saw some examples of products made in Rwanda being sent to Ghana. So if products from Rwanda being sent to Ghana, there's a market.
Even though the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area ACFTA agreement seems challenging, countries like Rwanda have already begun its implementation by exporting commodities to other nations. Martina Bien, the managing director of Volkswagen Africa, finds this market as a bright future for the continent's self-sufficiency in automotive sector.
In the automotive sector, there is still some agreements to be made on the rules of origin. So not all countries have agreed on a percentage for the rules of origin, and this would be really crucial to sort that out, to also see the progress in automotive, what we have seen in other areas already starting. President Kagame mentioned it in his speech. One big thing, which is also a crucial part of the Continental Free Trade Agreement, is the topic of logistics. So if logistics also kind of tries to symbolize what the African Continental Free Trade Agreement envisions, which is free movements of people and goods, that would help tremendously to really get our cars at the end from A to B.
Challenges including high taxes for traders and difficulties in obtaining permits to trade in certain African countries.
With my products being wood, it's a prohibited product, raw material worldwide. I have to get special permits. I have to get certificates from the world at large so that I can be able to do that. But within Africa, I can still trade with just the permits from my own country. If they give the go-ahead to say that I can export this.
First thing that I think should be able for us to trade internationally is to open the market. First of all, through reducing taxes. We are paying a lot of taxes, and counting as businesses' money, we are not earning anything at all. For example, in my sector, leather, I'm from leather sector, so that's what I have to focus on. So talking about leather, we are paying high taxes. If I'm paying 50% of the things that I'm earning, plus transport, yet I'm not even gaining 100 coins, so that means I'm not gaining anything at all.
However, traders find the improved cooperation between the private sector and the governments as crucial for accelerating the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area CFTA agreements.
They need to collaborate much more with each other. It mustn't be just the opening ceremonies and the speeches. Behind the scenes, there must be more collaboration between their excellencies or the head of or the policy makers to make these things work. Because if they just meet up and don't deliver, this whole Africa free trade won't be a success.
Minister of Trade and Industry, Prudence Sebahizi, affirmed that the successful implementation of the CFTA is possible through strong collaboration with the private sector.
It is the private sector that will harness the opportunities presented by this expansive market, unlocking the potential of intra-African trade in goods and services, driving industrialization, and creating millions of jobs for our youth. The entrepreneurs, businesses, and innovators across Africa are the driving forces behind this transformative agenda. As we work together to ensure success of FCFTA, let us remember that this is not just a policy initiative, it's an opportunity to reshape the destiny of our continent.
The CFTA landmark agreement signed in Kigali 21st March 2018, envisioning a continental market of 1.3 billion people with a combined gross domestic product of more than 3.4 trillion US dollars. Adams Kwizera, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Adams, for that report. RwandaTV board has announced plans of establishing a special fund to invest in innovative projects by young talents in Rwanda. This was during the second Rwanda Coding Academy Hackathon, organized to empower innovation and bringing the industry with TVET for a technology-driven economy. William Evans Mutabazi has more on this report.
The Rwanda Coding Academy hosted its second hackathon, showcasing innovative mobile solutions from 26 student teams. The event highlighted creativity and technical skills, aiming to foster collaboration and practical problem solving among the next generation of tech leaders in Rwanda. Director General of RwandaTV Board, Mr. Paul Umukunzi, emphasized the importance of holding such events, especially for Rwandan talents.
Abanyeshuri batandukanye mu mashuri yacu bagenda bakora imishinga kuko nibyo tubashishikariza imishinga bayikora ku mpamvu ebyiri z'ingenzi.
Different students are usually encouraged to come up with innovative projects. This is because we want to encourage young people to think and come up with innovative solutions to some of the common challenges we face as a country. After they've come up with these innovative ideas, we want to see how best we can develop them into projects and businesses, and this is why we are here today. It is common to have such brilliant ideas stagnant or stuck at the stage of just being ideas. That is why we want to create a special fund to help these young innovators turn their creative ideas into practical projects that offer solutions to some of our everyday challenges. While addressing students from the Rwanda Coding Academy, Honorable Joseph Nsengimana, the Minister for Education, stressed the significance and need for such events being held across the board to benefit all sectors.
Well, the events like this are very important because they provide young people or the student an opportunity to actually put in practice what they've learned. So it is very, very important, and we encourage other schools to do the same. This competition or the hackathon was particularly organized for the Rwanda Coding Academy, but we'd like to see this practice elsewhere as well. And so our commitment is to actually multiply these kind of exercises for our students across board.
Ms. Kim Jinwa, Country Director of Korea International Cooperation Agency, says even though out of the 26 teams that participated, only 3 emerged as the best, the government and other stakeholders should show interest and support all students to turn all the ideas into real practical projects because they have the potential of contributing to Rwanda's economic transformation.
The original intention for this hackathon is that we try to encourage every single student to bring the innovative ideas to serve, and then also the propose like a solution to the Rwanda's the society development. So even though the maybe the 26 team cannot be selected, but there the small ideas can contribute lots of the the social transformation in Rwanda, and then maybe hopefully we expect that the 3 team can get some additional fund or investment from the many other stakeholders and then even industry, so that they can make their the solution into the reality.
The best 3 teams that were awarded spoke to us about their different innovative solutions that they bring to the market.
I'm representing Team LabSync, and we became the first team in this hackathon. Yeah. we thought of a solution to do a virtual simulation of the laboratories. Like we make 3D models of different equipments and also the simulations of different experiments. Yeah, so that's what we are bringing on the table.
I come from AgriNexa and we won the second place in this competition. Nexa is a technology agriculture-driven solution that brings about efficient solutions to farmers, and main target market is obviously farmers in Rwanda, and we all know that Rwanda's main economic activity is agriculture, so every industry, every other economic activity directly or indirectly depends on agriculture.
From the ethics team, I'm the CEO and AR engineer of the ethics. So ethics is a solution, a system which we built to revolutionize the way ticketing in Rwanda happens. The usual way of ticketing in Rwanda is people go to agency headquarters to buy tickets, they receive a paper ticket, and that ticket is easily lost and can easily be forged. And the solution we are bringing is a mobile application which will allow users to buy tickets on the mobile app and also be able to track their buses in real time and see the bus's movement from the place where it starts until the destination where they pick the bus from, which allows them to schedule for their plans accordingly without having to wait, without knowing if the bus will even arrive.
Hackathons and like events reinforce Rwanda's position as a hub for technological advancement in Africa, and will continue to inspire young coders and contribute to the country's digital economy. William Evans, Mutabazi, RwandaTV News.
Vivo Energy Group has officially launched new fuel Mogas 95 of high quality onto the Rwandan fuel market that is expected to contribute to the maintenance of the environment and ease the work of beneficiaries using vehicles in order to maintain the good quality of their vehicles. And Nora Gladys with more.
Mogas 95 is a high-octane petrol designed to provide better engine performance, efficiency, and provide against knocking, suitable for a wide range of vehicles, especially those with high-performance engines. Through engine fuel stations, Vivo Energy Group has introduced this new fuel on the Rwandan fuel market. Some of the beneficiaries who use this fuel Mogas 95 say that this fuel helped them in protecting their vehicles, protecting modern engine, optimal combustion, and help them from not using a lot of fuel. The advantages of this fuel is that it's a running long fuel. It can be between 3 to 4 times reserved in the motorbike compared to the normal fuel, and it maintains the reserve fuel of the motorbike. I would encourage fellow people who use vehicles to use this Mogas 95 more than the usual fuel. Linda Muhirwa and Felix Ofiteyezu are one of the members of Vivo Energy Group. They explain that their biggest aim is to contribute to the government's program of maintaining a good environment and also enhance engine performance and efficiency.
S95 is a high-quality fuel designed for modern vehicles that require higher octane fuels. It was introduced in Rwanda by Vivo Energy Rwanda through the engine retail network. The 95 refers to the octane rating, indicating the fuel's quality or ability to resist knocking during combustion, ensuring smoother engine performance. This 95, our product, has 3 benefits, which are performance, protection, and environment. So if I'm to explain a little bit on performance, it enhances engine performance and efficiency. That way, Mogas 95 offers smoother acceleration, increased power, and better fuel economy, allowing motorists to get more out of every drive. For protection, it reduces the chance of the engine knocking and promoting cleaner combustion. Mogas 95 still extends the engine life, making it a reliable choice for maintaining the vehicle. So the last benefit, which is environmental benefits, Mogas 95 is formulated to lower emissions, contributing to a cleaner environment in Rwanda. And this makes it an excellent choice for environmentally conscious drivers who want to reduce their carbon footprint in Rwanda. Overall, Mogas 95 not only boosts vehicle performance, but also supports sustainability efforts, ensuring the drivers enjoy a high-quality fuel experience while contributing to a healthier environment.
The benefit, as you're asking regarding the environment, it is just a reduction of those gas emissions, because those gases coming from vehicles.
The aim of Viva Energy Group in Rwanda is to expand its availability across more stations in the country for modern vehicles and to contribute to reduction of air pollution caused by vehicles as part of the government's program. Enora Gladys, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Enora, for that report. Now, trainers and trainees of artificial intelligence-related activities, specifically entrepreneurs in technology and AI, point out that together with the support of the government, there will be no increase of the unemployment rate in Rwanda caused by the application of artificial intelligence in different sectors. Enora with more.
Some of the youth being trained about using artificial intelligence to create different technological devices, such as robotic arms and new technologies to be used in irrigation, say that these programs help them in getting a lot of knowledge that allows them to choose a career.
The things that we do in Makerspace are a bit different from what you study in class. So, for example, I study MPC. And it helps me a lot to know more about computer science. And also, for example, I may not choose to continue with what I study now in the future. So what I do in Makerspace will be able to help me to continue with helping the society.
The improvement in technology is that us as students, we face a lot of challenges, but it didn't stop us to continue searching, because we need a lot of research in order to come up with our project.
Trainees of these students and the youth say that this artificial intelligence will not increase the unemployment rate in Rwanda, but will be bringing changes in the working environment and hence helping young people to have a variety of things that can help them to be in different careers.
It is going to empower children to understand technology, and that will not affect the employment. Just it's going to empower them and then to adapt to the new era of technology, where they will be able to work perfectly and be competitive on the global market. And the artificial intelligence is not going to take their job. No, it's going to make the service better, and also to increase the production on the market or in the service that people are receiving every day. And what we are doing is to introduce that technology to children, and then we are sure that those who will keep updating their skills and get capacity building in technology, they will not lose their job. Just they will continue to work together with the technology that is coming.
They start at a young age. That is why we decided to start investing in project at a young age, where students start getting the support from our own organization in terms of technical support, but also funding for the project. So you can imagine someone who's starting from the level of high school that's already getting support at that young age. By the time they now get into university or even graduate, it's much easier because they already have operating projects that are already running. And one of the things we usually tell these young people is that by the time you graduate, instead of now going to look for a career, you already have a project that can now employ other fellow students.
Odas Niyonkuru, the Chief Executive Officer of Digital Umuganda that work in translation using artificial intelligence, points out that together with the government's effort in applying an institute program of job creation and training about 1 million of people about coding and 500,000 people to be trained about artificial intelligence, there will be no unemployment rate increase in Rwanda.
In terms of reduction or addition of number of jobs, I think there needs to be a strategy in place. I believe that artificial intelligence has the ability to, help in allocating limited resources that are available for more output, but also at the second level, if there's universities or there's upskilling of the current workforce, we actually could take advantage of artificial intelligence in order to create jobs instead of losing jobs.
The second National Strategy Transformation Program is designed to improve the equality of education, moving towards universal digital literacy, adoption of digital and emerging technologies across public and private sectors, digitizing 100% of government services, and rolling out a single digital ID and preparing jobs of the future through training 1 million coders and 500,000 youth in advanced ICT skills. Enora Gladys, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Enora Gladys, for that report. The Association of Eastern and Southern Africa Travel Agents is holding this year's Travel Agents Conference here in Kigali, with participants and organizers alike commending the fact that despite the challenges, travel in and out of the country has remained unhindered, helping to further strengthen Rwanda's already successful tourism industry.
I really love my job because it is a happy job. We receive happy clients. We receive people who doesn't complain too much because some of them are frequent travelers, so they come understanding what they want, and they meet us when we know what we want to give. So we try to overcome the challenges and make people happy, and they come happy and we make them happy as well. So we really love our job. But then there are challenges where first-time travelers, sometimes they make us do extra miles to explain to them, to make them aware of the travels, where they are going, the situation, everything. We have to go deep and explain to them.
I would like just to mention that we are glad to see that the number of passengers coming from Rwanda going to outside countries are growing, and this is due to the, I would say, the information that is facilitated by the internet or other means, so people know the opportunities that are outside, whether in business, whether in medical, or people discovering other touristic attractions, whether in Africa or outside Africa. So this actually makes this movement grow, and we see also many people going outside to look for education as well. So that is something we have really noticed in our industry, in the travel industry, that the number of passengers is growing. So we are proud of that, and we think with the new infrastructure that are meant to be in place very soon, like the new airport of Bugesera, that will also increase the number of passengers going outside.
I think what we need to do is to be able to bring up travel, encourage many people to travel, because when we do that, then we create the demand, and then when we create the demand, investors then are able to come in and establish airlines and also increase their capacity. And the moment we increase the capacity and there are more airlines flying, then prices will start coming down. But from a structural point of view, our push is to be able to advocate very strongly on governments, so that the governments can create enabling environment that allows the airline and the aviation industry to grow on the continent.
And on behalf of the news production team as well as the technical team, we'd like to thank you very much for sticking with us on RTV News. My name is Martina Avera. Stay safe and have a great night.